friends, Katie, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. That is something I need to start saying a lot more. So today's video is going to be kind of a 2018 year in review. I always do like a what 2018 taught me and a kind of like New Year's resolutions type video. I've done these last couple years, so I'll link my other ones down below. But I saw my friend Sarah here on YouTube do like a year in review type New Year's tag video, and it looked very interesting. And I also want to do like a YouTube rewind tag. I did it last year, so I want to do it again and stuff, and I will be doing that, but either that video already went up or I'll be doing it in a couple days and everything. But I kind of just want to reflect on my year. I don't want to mash the both tags in one just because I want them to be like their own, because they are their own and stuff. But yes, this is my 2018 year in review. I decided to do it as more tag style because it covers everything I would have covered in that New Year's video I always do, but figured I'd do it in a tag because I can cover a lot more and I'm still going to talk about all the same things. So yeah, I'm really excited and stuff, and I'm ready to get into this, and I will link my friend Sarah's video down below if you want to check that out as well. So the first question says, if you could look back on one memory from last year and relive it, which one would it be and why? You know, 2018 for me did start out as like a hard year, which I'll get into the other questions, but if I could relive like certain moments from the year, it would definitely be like, there's a couple moments I would like to relive. I would definitely love to relive like just my typical, like, you know, our bonfires outside of my neighbor's house and being there with my neighbors who have since moved and everything. Now we weren't like super close. I mean, maybe we were as kids, but as adults we're not like super close. But those are just moments that I really enjoy, just hang out with them and stuff, and you know, hanging out with everyone and stuff. And I know now that that probably will happen very rarely, but I've also like to relive like moments this year when I went out with friends, because that was always super fun. Went out with my friends a couple times and it was always interesting time when we went out every time and stuff, and that was fun. So I'd love to relive that and stuff. But yeah, and I'm definitely ready to create more moments like that in 2019. Okay, so the second question says, what was one New Year's resolution that you did accomplish? So I was watching my New Year's video from last year the other day, which will also be linked down below, which I think I already mentioned, and I was trying to figure out what New Year's resolutions are out, because I don't know if I wrote them down in my notebook. If I did, I can't find them. But yeah, I think one of my New Year's resolutions was to say yes more, because I'm kind of the person, if you come to me and you say, hey Katie, would you like to go out? I'm always like, no, nope, I don't. And in the beginning of the year, I was really bad at that. I would always say no. I would always make up excuses for why I couldn't do something, and I would always just say no. I would never like have fun because I was afraid to honestly go out and go to like bars and stuff like that. I am 23 if you were curious. I was always afraid to do that because it's never something I did before. But finally, I think the first time I went out in college, which I'm a transfer, so the first 2 years in school, like that wasn't a thing. My other school is very different than this school, which yeah, I think finally August, this past fall semester, I did go out a couple times and I had the time of my life when I went out. So I definitely want to still say yes more in 2019. It's definitely a goal for me to not always say no. I mean, I can say no sometimes if I really don't want to, and there were some things where I'm just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. But I do want to say yes more and do more fun things, because you know, your college experience, like it'll be over before you know it, so it's good to like have the time of life when you can. And I don't know if I had any other like resolutions, but that was definitely one of mine. Okay, so number 3 says 3 words to describe your last year. Oh, that's hard. Definitely stressful, crazy, and accomplished, I guess. I can't really think of another word, so I'm gonna say accomplished. I feel like crazy because like a lot of crazy things happen, whether that was really sad or if that was like really happy. A lot of crazy things happen, especially in YouTube. Like I feel like YouTube, I really accomplished a lot, which is where the accomplished words comes in, but also like I just feel like I gained a lot this year with YouTube, which is awesome. And then yeah, accomplished because like I just feel like accomplished a lot at YouTube. I'm almost at 300 subscribers, which is absolutely insane to me. It might not seem like a huge number, but for me, my growth has been pretty slow. And just I've gained a lot this year. I've gained community with people and everything in YouTube this year, which is awesome. And I feel like that's why I'm saying that. Okay, so number 4 says best music related creation inspiration last year by an artist in your opinion. I'm trying to think. Like, I loved so many artists this year. Maybe Thomas Rhett, I really liked all of his music this year. Probably all my favorite country people, to be honest. Like, seriously, I loved Rexy this year. Just so many people. Florida Georgia Line. Oh, so many people. Such good music, but probably top one, Thomas Rhett, because I'm kind of obsessed with him. Number 5 says something that you are looking forward to this coming year. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing my growth in YouTube. I really, it's a goal of mine, which I'll probably mention later in this video, is to hit 1K. I would love for that to happen by the end of the year or just sometime throughout the year. I mean, we're pretty far off, but I definitely want to push through and work hard to get to that goal. I think it definitely can be something that is accomplishable. Is that a word? It's definitely something that I feel like I can do. I'm looking forward to all the fun I can have this year, and I'm looking forward to maybe some concerts this year. I'm hoping that'll happen because Carrie Underwood, Thomas Rhett, they're coming sort of near me, so I'm ready for that. So number 6 is, what did the last year teach you? 2018, it wasn't a terrible year. It started out kind of rough for me and stuff like that. Like, it just wasn't the best start of the year. I honestly went through a depression in the beginning of the year. I haven't really talked about this on YouTube, so I feel like this is a very opening up type video and stuff like that. Like, I just feel like I went through a lot like in the beginning of the year, and it's not all stuff I would like to personally talk about on YouTube. It's just not, I won't go into all the details, but I just wasn't happy with my school life in the beginning of the year. So I felt like I was like, I didn't realize like how depressed I was until like after getting out of it. And then once school ended, I kind of got back to like what I felt like was my true quote unquote self. Not that I wasn't like myself, because I was, but there's definitely this like gap in me where I was just like not happy. And yeah, so basically after summer, when summer came, so like May, I got back to my happy place and stuff like that. I don't know if that was because I was missing YouTube or what it was, but there's something in the beginning of the year where I was just like off. But definitely the year taught me to, you know, like have fun a little bit. It taught me to work hard and everything, which might not always be attainable, but to work hard to get where you want to be. And it also taught me that like sometimes like bad things happen to get you to go to a good place. And also like a lot of things taught, especially towards the end of the year, that like, you know, I just felt the sign from things that had happened. I experienced some loss in 2018 and everything, and I don't want to get emotional about it, which I will try not to. In April, my great-grandmother passed away and everything, and I took it like hard. Like, I definitely had a good cry about it, but I definitely didn't take it as hard as my other loss. Like, I don't know, but I definitely like mourned that, and I honestly didn't talk about it like publicly, like YouTube or anything, or with friends or anything, really not much. I mean, I told a couple people about it, but I wasn't like talking about it too much. But I think that's also due to the fact that there was no funeral or anything, so I don't feel like I had that like emotional part of it. Yeah. And then a couple months ago in October, the end of October, my uncle passed away, who was also my godfather, and that I remember being at the funeral for that, and it was very emotional. I am an emotional person, but usually I could not like stop crying at his funeral. Like, it wasn't like I was sobbing, but I was like tearing up a lot. I would just be sitting there in silence and I would just be crying the whole time. My mom's like, why are you crying? I'm like, why wouldn't I be crying? So I definitely experienced some loss this year, and especially my uncle's loss has taught me to like, you got to be grateful for what you have. And I honestly feel almost a connection to something. I don't know what it is, but I've also felt like since then, because his funeral is of course at a church and he was a very religious person, I felt almost closer to God after that experience. Like, I don't know what to say about it, but like, I don't know, I just feel that so much. And I'm honestly like, you know, thinking about like, you know, getting like back into, like, I'm not the church goer like I used to be, but like I'm not like the person that believes you have to be at church to be close to God, but I'm definitely been like, you know, thinking about religion and just God a lot more since then. So that's kind of, I feel like almost what this year has taught me in a way. I don't know, I felt like I got some lessons and taught things through my losses of the year. Okay, number 7 was, what was your most worn clothing item of the year? I'm not actually sure on that one, honestly. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I feel like merch was a big thing. I wore a lot of merch a lot this year, like my KK and Baby J merch, which I have no idea where that is honestly right now. I know I mentioned in a video earlier that I filmed earlier, which you'll see. But that, I don't know. I wear a lot of things a lot of times. I think I wore that, my KK and Baby merch, a lot though. Number 8 says, if you had to sum up your year in one word, what would it be? that's really, really hard on. Probably difficult because there's a lot of things that I had to like do between school and just, it was a very difficult year, but it was also a very like accomplishing year. I don't know, I feel like difficult just sums everything up very well. So number 9 says, what are you hoping for more of this year? I'm hoping for more laughs, more good times, and I'm also hoping for just good health, and I'm hoping for just great mental health in this new year, and I'm hoping just for a lot of fun times. I want to have some good times with friends and everything, and I'm excited to see where like more things go. So number 10 says, what are you hoping for less of? Definitely loss, definitely like mental thing, like mental status. I want like my mentality to be definitely just a lot less loss, less negativity this year, and I'm just hoping for this year to be the most positive, happy year of my life. I'm trying to make 2019 the best year ever, so I'm definitely hoping for that in 2019, just a lot less loss because it was hard. Number 11 was the best book you've read this year. I haven't really read that much this year. Like the only book that I read was Someone I Used to Know by David Bell, but I didn't really read much, so I can't really say that there's a favorite book of the year. I think that's the only book I read this year. That's kind of sad, but I'm also in college, so textbooks are what I read most of the time. So I guess that would be my favorite book up against textbooks, of course, but yeah, not really sure. Okay, and the last question is, what are your New Year's resolutions for the upcoming year? Okay, so I actually wrote that down. This is my old notebook. I think I used this starting in 2017, and I used it for 2 years, and there's still pages left in it, but I think I'm gonna use this as YouTube to write the stuff down. And then for journaling, I'm gonna move on to this book. But yeah, so this is my old book. I definitely need to revamp this because I'm not loving it. I need to like put a picture on top of it or something because I'm not loving it. But yeah, I did start writing down my 2019 Year's goals. I don't really like calling them resolution and everything. I like to just keep growing and keep my goals going. So that's what I personally call it instead of resolutions. So I have a couple that I wrote down. So the first one says, put forth more work and not just trying to get it done in regards to my schoolwork. So a lot of times when it comes to school, if I have papers to write, homework to do, I will a lot of times just try to get it done, rush through it, kind of just get it done to get it done, and then move on to something else. And I really just want to like actively work harder in my work, and I want to work towards getting like all A's and maybe A's and B's. I really want to work to like really just work hard. I want to get as much help as I can with school, and just like I want to be able to be like the best student I can be. So that's kind of a goal of mine and stuff. I want to like really get that. So I'm gonna do everything I can to get to that. I'm considered a senior now, which is exciting and everything. I transferred last year to my school, and it's been a journey. It's been a rough road, but I just want to see myself like succeed and get like, you know, get to the top, you know what I mean? Okay, so the next goal I have is to read more leisurely when I can. Now in school it's hard to read leisurely, but I definitely want to read more leisurely in this next year and everything, just to keep my brain like always moving and everything. I feel like when I finish school and like when I'm done for the semester, I never read and stuff. I want to keep my brain working and everything, and I want to just have that leisureliness so I don't go insane, and so I'm always using my brain, you know what I mean? Then the next one, I want to actively go to the gym and kind of work on myself. I think definitely working out is good for like your mental state and everything. If you are stressed, if you're anxious or whatever it is, I think running and just walking and just going to the gym is definitely something that will help you out in the long run. It's definitely something that really works and is good to do, is to go to the gym and everything. That's something I want to start doing. I want to make my schedule for myself, and I want to really work on that. So I'm gonna do that, and I honestly mean it this time. I will do it. My school has such nice gyms, so why am I not doing that? So then the next one is to grow my channel. Also love to hit 1K. Like I said earlier in this video, something I'm really like, I'm manifesting, I'm saying this right now, I really want to hit 1K this year. Is something that I've been honestly working for in my almost 4 years of YouTube. This year will mark year 4 of YouTube, and that's something I really want to do this year. I really want to hit 1K. I really want to hustle, do lots of videos. I have so many videos planned. I'm going to be filming a lot this month and everything, gearing up to when I go back to school. I honestly want to do at least 2 videos a week. Even when I'm in school, I might do 2 videos a week. We'll see how it goes, but I want to pre-film a lot. I want to film a lot of videos. I have so many ideas this year, and I just want to grow my audience, grow my channel, and I'm just ready to hustle for YouTube so much. And yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I did write this down for my reflections on 2018. I'm just gonna go into it real brief. I wrote down 2018 started. It wasn't great. It wasn't rough. It was rough for a while. Depression. I was feeling alone. It was a constant feeling, and there was a lot of things that went down that I'm not really open to talk about right now. But yeah, it was just hard. And then summer came, and I threw myself into my channel. I feel like I grew. I've made new friends for it, and I just feel like I really like found myself on YouTube this year as well. Like I feel like I got somewhere. And then changes were made, and it was hard, but it happened for the better. And yeah, that's very vague, but we're gonna keep it that way for now. When if I feel like talking about it eventually, I will. I mean, it's nothing bad, but like, you know what I mean? You know, I'm just ready to hustle in 2019. Like I already said, I'm so ready for 2019. Like we're already here, but I'm so ready for just all the good things that are gonna happen this year. I'm super excited, and yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below your New Year's goals down below, or just answer some of these questions down below. I'd love to hear your answers as well. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're trying to hustle to get 1K this year, and I'm super excited about that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I may or may not see you tomorrow, or if not, very soon. So be sure to subscribe, and yeah, I will see you very soon. Bye!